I'm Katharine Pottinger and I'm the Chief Hospitality Officer at Oasis. Oasis is a hospitality company that offers curated short-term rentals around the world. From the guest perspective, that means that instead of hoping that you're a nice, clean, honest person, you're going to turn up and just as you would at a hotel, you're going to experience something that is familiar to you and comfortable because you know that we've already done everything that you would have liked somebody to do to make sure that the home that you're going to be staying in is perfect. And then from the owner perspective, it means that you can say, here's my key, rent my place out, send me the money. I don't want to have to deal with people asking me questions about how many stairs there are to go upstairs or where the nearest supermarket is, because we will do that all for them. We aren't a platform, we're a hospitality company who, in a similar way to a hotel, if you were going to be staying at a Four Seasons, you'd expect a certain level of service. If you were staying at a Hilton, you'd expect a certain experience when you stay there. Then that's what we bring to the short-term rental space. Instead of being in a small hotel and paying a lot of money for it, you're in a large, either apartment or home, you have more space, you have your own access to a kitchen where you can cook for yourself, which for people who travel a lot is very important. And at the same time, you have access to services that are very similar to what you would get in a hotel. So we have partnerships with gyms and spas, we have access to private members clubs and restaurants that mean that we're like a fragmented boutique hotel. I think our concept is very innovative. I think that our two main innovations right now, as everybody should be, we're very focused on technology and making sure that we are thinking about the future. About 3 years ago, our VP of Product and Brand came and said we must do virtual reality, and a lot of us laughed at him, and we shouldn't have laughed at him. So we've now done some virtual reality, which we could have probably done earlier and been much more ahead of the game. The second thing I think is from a people perspective. The only way you can innovate is to continue to get interesting people from different backgrounds. So we have a huge range of people who have done different kinds of things before, and we ask for their ideas all the time, and we make sure that we're rethinking the way that we work. You can see the way that hotel companies are going at the moment. They're having to rethink the way that they consider hotels, whether that's by shrinking the rooms and focusing much more on the F&B and the lobby experience, to expanding the experience outside of just the hotel walls. We launch destinations together. So we bring together people where we train them together. So next year we're going to be going into Asia and we'll group those destinations together, which is also efficient from the perspective of sending out corporate team to the region. We've learned so much from what we've done. So we're in a position where we've been doing this for 7 years. We've made a lot of mistakes and we're able to stop and learn from them and make sure we don't make them again. Going into Asia is going to be a completely new world for us, but we know the kind of people who we want to do it with us, and we're going to have the support of an amazing group like Accor, which means that I think that we're in a really, really good place to be able to get there. The most important thing about becoming an entrepreneur is to work with a problem that you know. Oasis began because Parker, our CEO, wanted to find an apartment to rent and then wanted to rent out an apartment that he had bought, and there was no sensible solution that made him feel okay about it. It's very trendy to be a startup right now. It's extremely hard work and there are going to be times that are very frustrating and it's not right for everybody. I think there are a lot of situations that have glamorized it more than it is. At the beginning, you don't have any money, you don't get paid very much, and you have to work harder than you'd probably ever have to work if you were working in an enormous organization being paid 5 times more than you're being paid. So you need to believe in it and you need to understand it. And then I think the third thing is you need to have the right balance of being stubborn enough to know that you're right, but flexible enough to know when to listen and change a little bit, but not give up exactly what you think you know. We're really excited about strengthening our relationships with Les Roches, because I think we've seen some hotel school graduates in our company who have made a really positive impact, And I think it's important to make sure that people understand what our industry is and they understand the importance of hospitality within it so that we can be attracting the right kind of people as we continue to grow. Our customers, who I think people generally assume are our guests, and we actually have, in my opinion, 4 customers. So we have our guests, our owners, our members, because we manage 2 private members clubs as well, and our team. And I think it's very easy to forget that, particularly so our team are the most important thing to the company. Without them, we are nothing. The owners also, if we don't have owners to work with, we have no homes to work with. And it's important that we're looking after those relationships just as much as we're looking after our guests.